As for the version of the Declaration of Independence most people know today with Hancock's famed giant signature, this engrossed version that is on display at the United States National Archives wasn't created until sometime after July 19th and ultimately wasn't signed by everyone until August 2nd. As for this signing, Benjamin Rush stated that it was a fairly somber affair, with only the portly Benjamin Harrison trying to break the mood by cracking a joke to Elbridge Gerry of Massachusetts, stating, "I shall have great advantage over you, Mr. Gerry, when we are all hung for what we are now doing. From the size and weight of my body, I shall die in a few minutes and be with the angels, but from the lightness of your body, you will dance in the air an hour or two before you are dead." Russ states Gerry's only reply was to, quote, "a transient smile, but it was soon succeeded by the solemnity with which the whole business was conducted." This all brings us to John Hancock's signature on the engrossed copy of the Declaration and why it was so much bigger than everyone else's, leading to his name being synonymous with one's signature. As for the common myth, legend has it that Hancock signed the document front and center and so big so that King George could see his name without needing to put on his glasses. But there's no evidence of any of this, and as noted, the previous printed versions that King George would actually see simply had Hancock's name printed on. Further, if you've watched the other videos in this series, Hancock Rise of the Merchant Prince, Hancock Igniting the Revolution, and Hancock Revere's Ride, you'll know King George was already extremely well aware of John Hancock's significant role in the rebellion, so a giant signature was not needed to make it clear who was president of the Continental Congress. In fact, it was John Hancock's signature that was first and foremost on the previous olive branch petition to the king that had been so soundly rejected. So why was Hancock's signature bigger than everyone else's and front and center? Well, nobody can say for sure. Most likely it was simply because of the very aforementioned fact that he was the president of Congress and first to sign it. So chose to sign right in the center, and without yet any other signatures there, he had no real gauge of how big or small to make it, and contrary to what you might think from what people say, if you've never seen it, if you take out everyone else's signature, nothing about his signature looks out of place in size or position on the document. It's really not that big except relative to the other signatures. As to why everyone else chose to make theirs smaller, this may have been in slight deference to Hancock as their president, or may have simply been that the first to sign after him chose to make it smaller for whatever reason, so everyone else just followed suit. As for those signature sizes, after Hancock, William Ellery was the next biggest at about 60% the space taken up by Hancock's signature, with Carter Braxton the smallest at about 1/10 the space, and everyone else's randomly in between.